who wants to give us the first "What's up, Nutters" in a very long time?
What's up, Nutters?
Sounded very strained. Anyway, hi, welcome back. Sorry we kind of dropped off the face of the planet for a little bit. I mean, we do these every week. We've not missed a week.
Yeah,
Surely that wouldn't happen again.
It's 2022 still.
Welcome back, 2022.
Yeah.
Save TF2, guys. Podcast.
We just saved TF2.
We did. We actually just.
But actually, no, Zenith, you should talk about how you unmuted the free to plays.
Well, that's not like a joke, though. We did that.
Single-handedly.
We did that for real. Well,
Yeah,
I did that, not you
editor,
guys.
Show the email from
I was
Eric
gonna say
Smith
we did
that
nothing.
got.
We did everything.
Thank you, Zenith, for saving the free to play.
You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome.
Eric Smith, thanks you. Yeah, and what's even more, Zenith didn't even petition to do it. He just did it himself. Like, he added the code, the TF2, that unmuted the free-to-plays.
I was the reason. If it wasn't for me, Future Plays would still be muted. Like, let's just be real here.
Yeah, so if you're a free-to-play, you can thank Zenith. That's the first thing you should say. Is thanking Zenith.
I just want to thank you because when no one else stood up for the free to plays, you bravely stood your ground and stood up for what you believed in. And
yeah, like I got so
you really
much
are the
shit.
only one speaking
That's
sense.
the thing. I got so much shit for
talking
years.
About the real issues, dude.
So much shit. I got shit on for years. I dealt with so much adversity, and through it all, I still fought for the free to plays. And look where we are now. Now they're unmuted. So you're welcome, guys. You're fucking welcome.
So
my life on the
here's
line.
The deal,
we're gonna have to remove all of this, aren't we?
No,
probably.
we're keeping it in.
But here's the deal, Zenith.
No, it's funny.
I actually disagree. I think that poor people should stay muted. I think they don't deserve the right to talk until they prove that they have money.
Yeah, there should be a separation.
Is it a hot
of the
take
classes.
that like I genuinely think that? Like I actually don't give a fuck if free to play couldn't talk for
Okay,
so long.
okay, we're cutting that.
It doesn't affect me. What are they
Raviole's
gonna do?
fucking
Say
career.
something about it? Like I can't hear them. I don't really give a fuck what they're not
like anyone will
saying.
hear you.
Exactly.
Yeah, in fact, I
In
think we
space,
should
no
mute
one can
all
hear you
voice
cry.
lines. If they're on fire, they don't even say anything. The medics won't know that they're burning.
Yeah,
Guys,
seriously.
there's
Just
still
want
one day of
peaceful.
mute free to plays May left. We can take it.
Yeah, we're trying to take advantage of mute free to plays May. Okay, we're just trying to celebrate the holiday before it ends.
The worst update to ever happen to TF2 was dropped. Valve unmuted. The free to plays.
The worst day in TF2 history.
That would be such a funny
this
video.
is probably like,
That's
like
like
a
a
massive
Gabber.
coincidence, and I think it's a good thing that the free to plays got unmuted. But literally, the day that they did, I don't think I've heard more N words in a TF2 lobby. That was
No, so actually, I have an alternative theory. I don't think it's the free-to-plays that are saying the N-word. I think it's the normal players that are so on edge because they have to interact with the common man. And if I had to
all the
talk to people who
glories.
didn't have any money, I'd be on edge too. I probably wouldn't say those things, but
Yeah, I would also be saying
Zenith.
slurs.
yeah, I mean, I'd probably come up with other slurs, not racial ones though.
Yeah, honestly, I agree. They don't deserve to speak because like they're broke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why do I care about their
I think
opinion?
you should have to pay money to unlock each individual voice line.
I think that you should have to pay money to unlock each individual right as an American citizen.
That's also a good idea. You know how
Yeah.
like you have to pay money to get skins? Imagine if you had to pay money to say
To get
voice
skin.
line.
To get skin in
Yeah.
real life,
That's
you're
what
I thought I was
born
going
without
to.
an epidermis, and you have to pay the doctors in order to get
No,
it
that,
reattached.
like you know, it's circumcision, right? Like they just instead of taking your foreskin, they take all of your skin, and then they have to sell it back to you later on in life.
Anyway, so the topic today is about the TF2 bubble. We kind of did one on this, but we didn't like intend on uploading that podcast. We wanted to flesh it out a little bit more now that we're back. And also Zenith is here, and he has more insight than the rest of us do.
Oh god, it's fucking.
Yeah,
So-
and now Zenith has another opportunity to brag about one of his videos doing well.
Well, I mean, if
Um,
the shoe fits.
And also, we should probably get this out of the way too. For the people actually watching the podcast, sorry, the UI is weird. The stipulation of you actually getting podcast is making them easy to edit, and waveforms are really annoying to add, evidently. So, Zenith.
Zenith, wow,
What?
we've got our fucking eyes on you.
What? I'm not doing
We
I'm
see
anything.
you
like,
doing
a
it.
I'm not doing anything.
It's like a jump scare.
I'm not doing it.
Mere flashes. Of
I'm not doing
Channing
anything.
Tatum.
It's like subliminal messages.
Jeff is in
Yeah.
your mind. Jeff. Okay, yeah. So today, guys, we are going to be talking about the TF2 bubble. Is it real? Is it? Can you blend
it's
it?
not.
Will it blend?
Okay, that's it.
Yeah. Fuck
Okay,
you.
that's the topic. What do you guys really want
Okay,
to
back to talk about circumcision.
Dog, when I got circumcised, that shit hurt like a bitch. Am I right, guys?
You don't remember?
I wouldn't know.
No, I remembered. Because I got circumcised recently.
Oh, really?
Why?
What?
Because I was like, so, okay, here's a story. So I'm 37, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted
You're
to.
almost as old as
Okay,
the
we're
what?
just making fun of the what now. Oh my
So yeah, I
God.
turned 37, and I just thought like it was time to have a change in my life.
Jesus
So I
Christ.
went to the clinic and I said, "Hey, I really want to change my life, but I don't want something
Okay,
that I
Warren,
can
this
notice."
is not resuming at all. Like,
and then they're like, "Oh, well, we can get rid of that extra skin," and I'm like, you know what? It's always been such a nuisance anyway. You know, I don't really need it, I guess. So,
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
I
The
it
don't.
worst part is
really?
he's fucking editing this, so he could just make the call to
Yeah,
keep
no, I
all of
don't.
this
I don't
in.
like having my
Who's gonna
foreskin on me.
stop
So
You know what? I
just
don't
fucking-
like having the tips of my fingers because that means I have to clip my nails all the fucking time.
Okay, it's
I
way
think
different than
when-
that. Way different.
I think that we should cut all the tips off of babies' fingers when they're born, so that way they don't have to clip their nails ever again.
Okay, wait, that is so different than
Wait,
what
we
I'm
should-
saying.
we should put
How is that
babies in
different?
an
How is that
angle
different?
grinder
Because I
and
think-
sand them
because
down
I
to a
think that-
perfect sphere.
I think that like your penis skin isn't as important as like the tips of your fingers. Let's calm down here. It's just extra skin.
Why
It's
not?
excess skin.
Why not?
Why not? Fuck
I'm
you,
sorry.
dude.
Allow
That's
me,
why.
The What Show, to step in. Hi, special guest, The What Show. I am not about to let our first podcast back in fucking a year devolve into an earnest debate on the ethics of circumcision. We're changing
Yeah, that's my story though. I'm 38 now.
bubble, guys. Can you escape
Anyway.
it? Is it
Wow,
real? I,
congrats,
like,
dude.
talk
Happy
to me,
birthday.
man. Talk
yeah.
to
So
me.
the what? Show us your TF2 bubbles.
Show us your
So
uncircumcised bubble. man.
There's the rain blower that blows bubbles, right?
Oh, that's
How
true.
do you circumcise a bubble? It's a perfect sphere. What excess
Yeah,
is
and it
there?
probably
I
would
thought
pop
we were
before
gonna
you get
move
the
on, Blue.
circumcised.
Okay, hold on. No. He's on to something. He's on to something. Like, you know when you blow a bubble and it's got like a
Oh
little
my-
tiny bubble attached to it? It's like
Let's cut that shit
it's
off.
like that.
Yeah,
you
I
just get
agree.
rid of the little tiny bubble. Now, personally,
May-
I think that
maybe-
the bubbles with the little tiny bubbles attached to them are beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with them.
Wait,
Fish,
so
you're giving game dude vibes.
when you
what is
when
Game
you
Dude?
pull the tiny
yes,
bubble
no.
off of the big bubble, it like reforms into a perfect sphere. So does that mean that when you cut the foreskin off, it like regrows
grows
into,
into
a
its
full
own
person?
penis?
It becomes perfect.
It's like a starfish.
Yeah,
You
it's
cut
like a
it in half and you get
starfish.
two of
When
them
you
now.
cut the bubble's foreskin
That's
off, it
how you
becomes a
get a
perfect
spare.
specimen. Just like when you cut the
See,
baby's dick off, it becomes a good.
Foreskin surgery is a
person.
very utilitarian maneuver because it grows back a penis, and that way you have a spare, and they store them in the archives. So if your dick
Ooh.
ever gets chopped off, they're like, we got your
Have I ever,
spare
uh,
dick.
We got your back here.
Have I ever said the dick chop off dream and
Yeah,
on the
you've said that
podcast?
in 2 separate podcasts, actually.
that story? I think we should say it again.
Man, my favorite TF2 YouTubers operate a podcast and they just upload it for the first time in a year. I wonder what they're talking about.
I wonder if the TF2 bubble is real.
I wonder if it is real. I bet they have a lot of insight on this topic. Never mind, it's just an hour of dick jokes and fart jokes again.
Hey, we haven't talked about farting yet. We're talking about circumcisions.
we took the time to become true intellectuals.
Yeah,
Okay.
we really studied up on our.
It's time
Anyway.
to talk about bubbles and the TF2 bubble specifically.
So, first of all, let's take like an earnest poll here. Does anyone here seriously believe that the TF2 bubble exists in any capacity?
No.
In any capacity?
No.
Yeah, like at all.
Yes.
Do you think there's?
Mm,
Well, I
Well,
think that,
okay.
like,
let me
okay.
Granted,
rephrase.
this is with a giant asterisk at the end of it, but I would
No,
say
hold on. Let me
I
rephrase.
Yeah,
think
the
it was
asterisk
kinda
is if you
anything.
suck at
Asking-
making videos, then yes, it does exist.
Like fish.
Do you think TF2
I have
has?
escaped. I haven't uploaded like an actual
escaped.
TF2 video in months.
Okay,
I didn't
buddy,
mean
have
that.
you
I didn't mean
seen
that.
Spyro's infamous anti-piracy? Let's get real.
Have you gotten 5 stars in Jurassic World Evolution 2 using only fucking
Have you cut
captured
your
dinosaurs
foreskin
and black
off?
market dinosaurs? No, then
Oh
shut the fuck up.
I think personally, I do think the TF2 bubble, not like as the name, but I do think like any time you try to exit a niche, it's definitely gonna.
Yeah, so
impact you.
that's kind of what I'm asking because obviously switching the type of content that people subscribe to you for is gonna cause problems no matter what, depending on how you do it. Do you think TF2 has any amount of like higher gravity, I guess, than any other niche on YouTube?
I don't think so now.
I say there's slightly more. Just because the TF2 fan base is a bit overzealous, when people.
Well, it's a
do try to
tighter knit
emulate.
community than like what
Mm.
Fortnite would be, for instance.
I
but-
agree, and also like TF2 because it doesn't have like a super broad appeal compared to other games, or at least not anymore. Like it has a broad cultural appeal, but not in terms of like everyone's out there like, oh, I play TF2. Like when you're like an Overwatch player and then Valorant comes out and then Marvel Rivals comes out, like there's like obvious choices of like games
Yeah.
to play that your audience will probably check out. But TF2 doesn't really have that because it's just too different of a game. So I think
Yeah,
that's kind of a bubble. But
Hmm.
It's a fair
Well,
point.
yeah,
I think,
TF2. No, you
go.
first.
You go, buddy.
Okay, I was gonna say TF2 just like in and of itself is pretty far separated, like you were saying, from basically anything else, and I think naturally that's going to not only restrict options of like where you could realistically move to, but also it's going to cause people to like, I guess probably not disdain or view the people that move with disdain, but be a little bit more averse to it in general. Because it's like when you stop making Overwatch content for Marvel Rivals, it's like, okay, well, you're just playing the next thing, right? Like, this is just the next game in a chain of comp slop shooters. But if you stop playing TF2 and go to something else, it's like, oh, well, you gave up the game with Sovel or whatever people say now. And,
Sovel?
Sovel, yeah.
Sovel? What does that
Soul,
even
soul
mean?
spelled with a
Soul-
V.
Like it's Roman because
Yeah.
Roman is based.
Yeah.
What?
It's like ancient Rome. Never
what
mind.
the fuck are
What
you
are
guys
you talking about?
Fish,
Yeah.
how do
No,
you
Fish,
understand
Fish knows
this?
what I'm talking. Fish knows what I'm talking
I
about.
know because I still unfortunately go in 4chan, so yeah, I see people talk like this.
I
all
see
the
this in
fucking
YouTube.
time.
I
Of
see this in
course, it's
YouTube
4chan.
comments a lot, to be
Truth
fair.
Nuke image that people use all the time with the
Yeah, the Truvkasnuk.
Yeah, Truth Nuke, but with the V's instead of U's.
So dank.
Oh,
Anyway,
Jesus
I don't think I think depending on the game, like I don't think TF2 is exclusive to this, because if you go from something like Clash Royale, for example, and then you try to make a video on fucking Plants vs Zombies, I don't think you'll be able to have like the ease of movement like Fortnite or any slop hero shooter would have.
Well, I think a big difference here is that in proportion to actual player base versus content creators, TF2 is a massive pool of content creators, so therefore they stick out a lot more.
It's
like,
a big
if
pool
you're
of
in the
content
Clash of
creators
Clans
with
fan
like a
base-
minimal pool of actual content to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the golden ratio almost. Like 20% of creators make 80% of the original content.
Yes.
No, like I'm
the
being
most
dead
absurd
serious
news.
because
I mean, that's probably true about, like,
creators
anything
make
on
fucking
YouTube.
weapon reviews. It's like it's almost a rite of passage.
Me. I know who makes weapon reviews.
Yeah,
I know a guy
okay.
who
You
made
get
weapon reviews.
you get
Well,
the
you're the
pass because you
university
actually
leader.
have one of the most established series about them. But
Yeah.
He has more
Reviews, what does that say
subscribers, so he's
about me?
allowed.
You're cool,
Yeah.
man. You're cool. Don't worry, not you.
Oh, it looks good on you, SpongeBob.
no, like seriously though, you actually like you established a series that stands out, and it's not just like my thoughts on the winger.
Well, yeah, you
no
did
offense
it-
to what.
It's because he branded it. He called it Bad Weapon Academy.
Well, yeah, you did it at the time. Like I don't know if you were the one to start it, but like, you were definitely the one to like popularize that format.
I don't think I think Uncle Dan was definitely the one who popularized
Yeah, but
it.
no
I
one
just,
else
like,
was
kind of
doing
jumped
it.
on the bandwagon.
No one else was doing to
He only
like
talks about
general ideas. He
engineer, though.
only did engineer weapons, right? Like you were doing.
I guess that's
fucking-
kind of true. I don't know. I don't like
Bizarre
to
Bargain
toot my own horn in that way. all
You're
that
just
much.
really
I
cool,
don't know. I
man.
feel like people have been making.
Oh,
TF2
no, thank. Oh, you know
Fish,
what?
we
It's
love
it's
you.
nice when people talk nice about me.
I don't even think there's like a moral component of tooting your own horn. It's just like objectively acknowledging, yeah, I was one of the first ones in here.
But yeah, Fish, it was you and what's his name? Like Pop Top, the guy who made How Bad Can It Be? Like you
Oh,
two were the
yeah.
two people who did weapon reviews, like in the beginning. And now every single fucking slop channel makes a weapon review. But like,
Well, okay, whoa. Let's not go that far, because like there are just some smaller creators that make weapon reviews because they're just trying to get established. I wouldn't call them slop channels necessarily.
okay, that was me.
They're
But
just
I mean, weapon reviews are
inexperienced.
probably my most viewed form of TF2 content.
there's channels like The What
Yeah.
Show that make garbage and they just make weapon reviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They just sit there making weapon reviews
What is
in their
TF2's
fucking
worst
ivory
weapon?
tower.
Part 1 through 3.
I swear to God, in the past like couple weeks, I've seen at least 5 videos in my recommended called like the death of TF2 content. And like every single one of them sources my balance series is like the big
Why?
TF2 content.
Because it's so
They're like,
egregiously
he just
horrible.
talks about weapons in the game. He doesn't actually engage with TF2 as an art form.
As
An
an
art form.
Get
You
fucked.
made it
Holy.
astoundingly obvious you haven't watched my YouTube at all because literally since the beginning I've been like
Weapon reskins.
obsessing over TF2 weapon stats. That's like my entire thing.
It's also my
Yeah, you
entire
don't
thing.
engage with
What?
TF2 as an art form. You have to laugh at the
As an
2-4
art
sync and
form.
cow. I hope you understand.
Well, on that note, I am curious. What are you guys'
What
thoughts on the
TF2
fact that like
represents.
most TF2 content nowadays, like that whoever person was saying, isn't
That
actually
person.
playing TF2 or not directly? Like that was when I started my channel, that was kind of one of the things where I was like, I just like playing TF2. I don't have a whole lot to say about it, but like I played a lot, so I'm just gonna make videos about that. But there aren't a whole lot of people doing that. Do you guys think that's like because of the state of YouTube, where it's like live commentary isn't much of a thing, or do you guys think it's because like no one wants to watch
Ooh,
TF2
I have
gameplay?
a
or,
lot to
like-
say on this actually. So I think unedited gameplays in general are just phased out of YouTube in general. I think
I agree.
Yeah.
how many games that aren't brand new and the appeal of the videos is the novelty of what you're experiencing still do live commentaries and have those become popular, or like let's plays, I guess, for single player games. Like you just don't see that anywhere. And I think the only people that still do them in TF2, kind of like Let's Play channels, are the people who already established themselves as doing that a long time ago before they fell out of popularity. Like Soundsmith is really
Mhm.
it. And Soundsmith has like
Or
25
like Fat
people
Magic.
and a checklist of all the funny ragdolls he gets per video to the point where he's optimized the formula in a way
Yeah.
that most people aren't going to.
Yeah, Soundsmith isn't even
Well,
just like
I think-
Let's Plays. He does like very edited content.
Yeah,
still.
his are very edited. I would say like Fat Magic is probably a better comparison, where or even some of Uncle Dane's newer videos. But like Fat Magic is just like I'm just gonna play TF2 and do this like weird thing.
Yeah, Fat Magic was an
And there's-
enigma when he
this is
came
kinda
out.
it.
He was like a live commentary channel who was just so good at Sniper that he just called a cheater in every single game, and it was awesome to watch.
I kind of feel like the live commentary format has been replaced in a lot of aspects by things like stream highlights, right?
Yeah,
'Cause you
live
can just like
streams
pick
are
out
just
the moments
better.
and like, yeah, like you're basically doing double time there. Like you're live streaming to your live chat and getting like a bunch of super chats and shit like that, and you also upload the highlights later, get like a little bit of extra watch time there. It's like nice to give the highlights to people who don't get to sit around and watch the live streams or the VODs or anything like that. It's just like it's just a more convenient way to do things. Like that's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
And also,
people
I
don't
feel
want to
like
watch
live
it 4-hour VOD.
live commentary is kind of like the vegetables. Live commentary is kind of like broccoli in the sense
What?
that.
What
I
are
like
we doing
broccoli.
here,
Hold
Hold
man?
on, let me. I always
Okay.
always
Okay,
make
wait, he's
metaphors.
cooking, he's
I always
cooking.
say a metaphor, and then
Are
you
you
guys never let me
cooking?
cook, and then the
Nope.
comments say I was making sense.
Nope.
Okay, here I go. Here I
Live
go.
commentaries are like broccoli. They're only good when they're
Live
salty.
commentaries are like broccoli in the sense that back when we were
green?
cavemen,
'Cause
right?
I
we would
like
eat
broccoli.
because we could grow big broccoli. And then later on, we learned how to cook, and because of that, broccoli wasn't as interesting.
Broccoli's
You know,
more
so
interesting
as-
because
so
we can
as an
cook
art
now,
form
though.
developed
What is this-
earlier,
this
more
is
primitive
ING
forms
such
of
No,
cats.
hold on, wait,
We are
I get it, I get it. I hear what he's
Rusty.
saying.
No, I don't hear what he's saying at all. Broccoli is more interesting now because we can cook, because you can put like
Yeah,
fucking
and,
bubble
like-
cheese on it.
Well,
like,
okay, wait,
ragdolls on
but
the cheese.
That's
Wait,
literally
wait,
where I was
wait.
fucking going. Let me cook, guys. Come on. You guys never let me finish my metaphor.
No, sorry. Live commentaries are like broccoli. I'm not taking that seriously, no matter what you're gonna follow that
You
up with.
clickbaited me with your metaphor, man. Like I don't know. What you're saying.
You remember my mukbang analogy, and you guys said it was fucking stupid, and all the comments agreed with me.
Yawn.
Listen,
Let me
I was
finish.
at least in the
Oh,
Wait,
same
let
yeah,
him
boat.
finish. Let him finish.
I
I
see
see
You
it.
guys
I
never
see
let
it.
me
I
finish.
like
This is just
YouTube
objectively
comments.
incorrect.
I
This is
say
just
one
objectively
sentence, you
incorrect.
guys, and then you go, "Oh, that's fucking stupid." You're
Weapon
you
reason.
know what? I didn't say that. You have to figure that out.
The what crashes out, episode 1.
But like, you guys put fucking smoke in my brain. Let me see where I was headed. Okay,
Broccoli.
Live commentaries are like broccoli.
So, okay, yeah. So
yummy.
you're not gonna eat a whole meal of broccoli by itself, right?
Why
You're
not?
not gonna grab a hunk of broccoli, eat it by the head.
Yeah, it is.
What you do is you incorporate it into a meal. So while live commentary, where it's just beginning to the end, a giant block of live commentary, while that isn't as interesting in today's climate, you have to spice it up with other ingredients. Like my new video is going to feature a lot of blocks of barely edited live commentary, but because I frame it with a narrative and other edited bits, it becomes a lot more palatable, just like when you
Okay,
cook broccoli and put
so-
it in a stew with other
Let me
ingredients.
Wait, you're
let
kind
me
of cooking the what?
rephrase. Let me
Isn't that
rephrase
any
what the
food,
what's
though?
saying. let me rephrase what the what's saying in a way that doesn't make me sound like I belong in a padded cell. It's hard to sustain a YouTube channel just off of unedited live commentaries like it was in the past. You have to edit them more or provide more of a narrative so that way they keep people's attention and stand out. And you want to know what? I convey that entire idea without fucking broccoli. Why do we need to bring up broccoli? What does that have to do with anything? That's such an unnecessary step.
Broccoli's delicious.
Because
I feel like that could
Amen.
apply to
It's
any
the first food ever invented.
I like broccoli.
I feel like that could apply to any food. A steak, like unedited commentary is like raw steak.
Well,
Do you guys
well,
tear apart every
you need to
metaphor?
cook
Like
it.
somebody's,
Bro,
somebody's gonna come up and be like, when life give you lemons, and you're like, well, what if fucking life gave you oranges? Why are you talking about that? You can make orange juice with that. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It really
seriously,
doesn't matter.
Thank you, Steve. At least someone's here willing to defend my metaphor.
The whole fucking point of a metaphor is
At
just to
least when
throw
life
a
gives you
comparison.
lemons is alliterative.
Live commentary is kind of like broccoli because
Oh my
broccoli's
God.
yummy and I like eating broccoli.
Broccoli,
I like
live
soy
commentary
sauce and
TF2
broccoli
is kind
and-
of like pizza because
and
pizza is
garlic.
The same
tasty
thing
like
as
a-
saying I like my coffee, how I like my women. You can follow that up in an infinite number of
I
ways that
like-
kind of make
I
I
sense if
like
you don't
it
think
with
about it.
garlic and I like it with soy sauce, and then you put it in a pan, and then you just like saute that shit, and then you
Yeah,
put it next to chicken.
commentaries like I like my soy sauce.
make it
Oh,
chicken.
wait, never mind.
I like my live commentaries like I like my Soylent.
No,
Oh boy,
no, Blue, if
more
you're
soy.
gonna fucking diss on my metaphors so much, I want to see where you're headed. How is TF2
The
live
what?
commentary like soy sauce?
No, the what? I already conveyed my entire idea without referencing
my
vegetables in any capacity. And it took half the
Wait.
time, and I didn't have people screaming at me that it doesn't
I'm
make
gonna do
any
the
sense.
rare
Everyone
moment
understood what I was
before
talking
we
about.
all kill each other. I'm gonna try to get back on topic and convey the TF2
Brag
bubble in a
about
way
my new
that I
video.
understand it. Okay, and brag about my own
TF2 bubble real?
because as someone who has like not to toot my own horn or anything, who's made a couple of videos that have done pretty fucking damn well outside of
Oh my
TF2.
god.
I always
Tell
think
me more.
Yeah.
well
Can you explain what each of them was and how many views they got? And
we can do
what,
that
like,
after,
the
but I just
plot
want to
is?
I want to
And,
convey
and
my
the estimated revenue, please.
I want
And the estimated size of your penis.
I'm gonna kill
fully
myself.
erect.
I'm gonna kill myself actually. Never
Without
mind,
the
fuck you guys.
foreskin. Important.
Yeah, obviously without the foreskin because
So
you don't have that anymore.
So I just feel like when I want to go over the general idea of like what I think of when I am making a variety video, because making a variety video and escaping the TF2 bubble is kind of like broccoli.
Oh my fucking god.
Man, I thought you were actually gonna bring it back.
Because broccoli is like a really
That's a low
yummy.
blow, man.
It's really yummy, and I like it.
Yeah, TF2, you gotta think of it as like the main course of your channel, but then you gotta spice it up with a bit of broccoli every
Actually
now and again, which is
based.
healthy for your growth.
Wait, that's
I'm-
based. That's actually
Here's
on
the deal.
topic.
If I hear
You
another
fucking
concept in
guys
TF2
suck.
compared to a food analogy, I might actually kill myself.
Zenith, how did you escape the TF2 bubble?
How did you escape the foreskin bubble?
So anyway, I think coming back to the topic of the
sucks. I hate
TF2
you
bubble
guys.
and why I think the illusion of it exists is because a lot of times when people try to branch out from the TF2 bubble, they don't make content even remotely similar to what they were making with TF2, which ultimately is why they got the subscribers they got. And you have people, I think, like what Star went from making live commentaries to like movie reviews or something.
Well, that's not
Which,
even
to
where
be
he went
fair,
wrong.
Wait,
A
we're
lot of
really
the
good.
movie
To be-
reviews
yeah.
actually got
Yeah,
more views
Star
than
got
TF2.
mad views. Like,
And he was also doing that like for just as long. Like he had been
Oh,
doing
yeah,
the
no,
Basically
okay,
series.
so that's a
Like,
bad
that
example.
wasn't-
he
that
went
wasn't a
he went
super
from like
new
TF2
thing.
to Overwatch streamer, and even then he was like one of the biggest Overwatch streamers when it
I'm
came
trying
out.
to remember. What's
Yeah,
a
he
good
was, like,
He just got
example?
for the
burnt out.
World
He
Cup.
got like burnt out because he got a lot of
I don't
hate.
think I can give a good example without calling anybody out, but
Rob the
I
Awesome.
think a
call
lot of
someone out.
people's problem.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
there you
Rob
go.
the
Sure,
Awesome.
Rob the
I
Awesome.
You
think
can call
he had
Rob
some-
the Awesome as much
I
as
think
you
he had
fucking
some
want.
other stuff going on. Something tells me. I don't think
but
he left
had
the
a
TF2
stint.
bubble.
He had a stint where he like would post Dead by Daylight live commentary broccolis, and
Yeah,
it
it
just
got like
wasn't.
7 views.
It's just yeah.
I'm
it's
sorry,
just
are you
glorious.
using my metaphor after you were dissing it?
I'm not dissing shit, man.
He
See, you can-
uploaded raw broccoli in the form of content, and no one wants to eat raw broccoli.
Dude, raw
you can,
broccoli
you
can
can
be
just
yummy if
say
you
can
if you
just
were in the mood for
articulate
it.
the same idea without referencing broccoli.
That's
Why do
so
we need
true.
to
Why
talk
should
about
we ever
broccoli?
bother with metaphors? We should just speak literally everything we say ever.
I think you should have used carrots instead, because like I don't really
Yeah.
like
I think
we should
carrots
use
as much
good
raw.
metaphors.
Oh my
like the one
fucking
I
god,
made.
guys! We were
Broccoli's
so
really
close. We were
yummy.
almost on topic for
I
more
think
than 30
broccoli,
seconds.
when you eat it, it's good.
What were you saying though? Go back to Rob the Awesome. Rob.
Well, okay. Well, so my thought process when it comes to people, I feel like they go into the self-defeating idea because people complain about the TF2 bubble so much when they make not TF2 videos.
Yep.
And it's
in
like
there.
it's like they have this mindset when they're making a variety video. They're like, this video is not going to get any views anyway, so why should I even bother trying? And then they don't try, which makes for a bad video, and then the video's bad and no one wants to watch it. So the people who do click on it, which is like a marginally lower amount of people who click on it, the people who do click on it don't want to fucking watch it, and then it just tanks because nobody's watching it. Like, and that's just, and then it
it's like a
confirms their negative.
feedback loop.
Yeah, it just confirms their like negative perception because they're like, oh well, see, that's why I shouldn't have fucking tried because I didn't get. It's like, no, it's because you didn't try. Is why you.
Can
There
I
are
add on to that with
instances
something
where I
might
know
be-
that like people will try really hard at something and then it's just like, oh, the video flops anyway.
Well, that happens. of
Zenith,
course.
what do you know about that?
Weaponry skin.
What you meant is
Weaponry skin.
mini game.
Okay,
You failed.
it's
2
not
tries
to-
remaining.
It's not to say like if you just try and make a good video, you'll instantly succeed. I know that better than anybody else.
Mhm.
Yeah,
but-
none of us ever have failed ever.
Like
That's
especially
only
No.
you.
well, yeah, only me. But especially after learning from that kind of stuff, it seems like TF2, especially when you like grow in that niche and stuff, you know what the safe videos are, right? Like I could make 30 days sucking my own cock in TF2, and that could get like a
Cool.
clean 500k views if I really wanted to, right? I know what's safe. Like Blue can make another MG edit. The What can make another scariest ARG. Seabrella could do like Who's the King of Dick in My Ass, and Fish can make another Bad Weapon Academy. But
Yeah.
when you exit like into variety stuff, the idea matters so goddamn much in your video, and it's so difficult to tell what a good idea is. I think that's
I
like
feel
the really hard part.
particularly, like and is using your channel as an example, Zenith, because you're probably like one of the biggest breakout hits of like escaping the TF2 bubble.
Thanks.
I feel like your
Well, I
channel
can
is
go
a
fuck
very
myself
good
then.
example because
Fuck you.
I feel
I mean,
like
to be fair, Zenith
um,
is like a 1.5 million view video, but
Yeah, whatever.
I am famous. Dude.
Well, I was gonna say is like
What's your
your
RPM?
channel. When you did the Warrior Wear video, I think particular a reason that video didn't pop off as much as your other variety content videos is because it was a very big step outside of your status quo. And I feel like when you applied the formula that worked with your TF2 videos, like challenge videos, and applied that to different video games, I feel like that's why you've been.
That is
doing so
true.
well. You built up a
Yeah,
decent
like
challenge
more
video.
narrative focused. Like, can
Yeah.
I beat Spyro like this, or
With the
can I beat
infamous
Simpsons like
anti-piracy.
this?
That is
no, I'm gonna
The
be
WarioWare thing
completely
is a big
real.
departure.
The concept of ranking this niche game series, I don't think that many people would be interested in.
Well,
I don't
yeah.
think ranking videos have been popular for a while. I think
No, they
I'll
are.
be
I feel
completely
the-
honest with you. The idea probably crippled that one a bit.
Particularly
I don't
when it
think
comes to
WarioWare
TV
is, like, as
shows,
popular.
ranking everything from beginning to last is still pretty prevalent.
I do agree
That's
with the
TV shows.
challenge
I had a
video-
ranking video do actually like
That's a
pretty
different
well
niche.
recently, actually.
Okay, so relate to my channel, which is like I'm gonna self-flashlight
Oh, sorry,
here.
we stopped talking about your channel for a split second.
No, I just wanted to piggyback off what someone
How
was
dare
saying.
I celebrate
I
that
do
one
think-
of my ranking videos did well?
I do think the challenge video, at least for my specific thing, like is the thing right now, because even my TF2 videos that weren't challenge videos didn't do well. Like my WarioWare video, we can all say it's a flop. It's done better than any TF2 video that's not 30 days.
Objectively speaking, it's not a flop, and I feel like sometimes.
Oh,
I mean,
you
it started
think
out as a
it's
flop,
worse,
but
or
like it's bad.
realistically?
It's not a Simpsons hit and run, but
Yeah,
it's-
but well, like objectively speaking, like it is doing better than like all my TF2 videos that aren't fucking challenge videos. So it's like
Imagine if you
moving
were a
over-
lesser person and like you saw
Yeah.
the one video where you bit off more than you could chew, and it doesn't do well, and you're like, oh fuck, people hate TF2 when I'm not playing it, so I can't do anything, I guess. Because that's like an attitude a lot of people have when they try
You
to.
can't do
escape.
anything, nah! And then you poop yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Well,
you cum your pants.
Okay, one thing that I think a lot of people do, and this is gonna sound mean maybe, But it's people who have been making TF2 videos for so long. Like, say it's somebody who started making TF2 videos in like 2017 or 2018, right? It's kind of like live commentary stuff, like things that worked back then, and they've kept doing it. They have like a small kind of consistent audience, and then they break out. And unless you're like really, really revolutionizing it, fuck that word. I don't know how to say that apparently.
No, you got it right.
Unless you're really, really
Broccoli.
changing your content and coming up with something that's like super nice, like. If
Something
you
that's like
keep
broccoli.
trying to make the same stuff that you're doing before, but in a different game, like your content wasn't actually that great to begin with, so people just aren't gonna watch. Yeah, there's Blue. Can we put Blue's diagram on
Yeah,
screen?
so hold on. I have to explain this diagram. So this is like such a hard concept to explain without a visual representation. So I made this like schizograph.
Schizograph.
Yeah,
Put
so
this on editor.
okay, first of all, yeah, put the one without the arrows. So this is like generally how you can represent like where you are and the directions that you can move in terms of changing your content. So you can either change like the style of videos you make. So like let's say that I'm doing like video essays and I move to live commentary. That's changing my style. Or I can change the game that I make videos for. And I've been under the theory for a long time that if you only subtly change one of those things, where if you do the same style of videos you're making and jump to an adjacent game that like has a lot of overlap with like TF2 in this case, or you stick with TF2 and make a different style of video about it, the transition's going to be really seamless, assuming you're not just completely incompetent at making the new thing. But if you try to jump like more than one square over, like 2 squares, you can still do it. Like, for instance, if I make the same style of video, but with a game that really doesn't have much in common with TF2, or I like wildly switch the type of stuff that I'm doing with TF2, like, you can make it work, but it's just riskier inherently. And
Yeah, you're
anything
putting
beyond
so
that,
much in just the hands of fate at that point.
yeah, but like anything beyond that, you're basically starting from scratch. And this is more in reference to like how many of your existing subscribers and fans will carry with you to your new stuff. But I think the mistake that a lot of people that try to branch out is they say like, oh, I have like 100,000 subscribers. That means 100,000 people should be watching my stuff no matter what. And then they
Nope.
make like they go from making like TF2 video essays to let's play weapon reskins, my friends, and then sorry that weapon reskins.
What about that one?
Okay, JK
feel like that was
Rowling
not
naming
the
an Asian
best.
character.
Okay, hold on.
Let's stick with Gringulus Grongulus.
Gringulus Grongulus. Sorry, I just yeah, unintended.
immediately
Sorry, something-
Ross.
My racism reserves
something honest
kicked in
came
there.
out.
Oh, I
racism
think he's a
reserves.
chungus.
It's kind
Okay.
of funny that like it's kind of funny that you're even using this as an example of like this probably won't work because I feel like RT game like fits this to a T like by like a fluke. Because like he starts out
RTK
doing
was like a
TF2.
weird exception.
Yeah,
Like he went
I feel
from
like-
TF2 stuff to like these
What did
crazy
RTK
stream highlights of
start
all these.
doing? Like, what was his stuff like right when he switched? What did he like change?
it was like Let's Play stuff. Not I
Yeah,
don't
he
think
did,
it
like,
was
It
stream
wasn't
highlights
Let's
and
Plays.
stuff,
It
but, like,
wasn't Let's Plays. It was him like just playing singular games, which I would argue is a similar style of video, like pretty
kind of
similar
like
style to what he
tycoon
was
games
doing.
like City Skylines and shit like that, and like all that stuff just blew up because it was really fucking funny.
Well, okay, I'm
I
looking
feel
right
like
now.
there are two.
I'm looking right now. It seems like he
You go.
went from his first non-TF2 video that I see at least is "Don't Starve Together with Unlimited Players," which is like that's a really good idea.
Yeah, so here's the deal. What the graph that I made is entirely in reference to how much of your current fan base will transfer over, but you can totally just make a really good video and it pops off. Like that's
Yeah,
that's never out of
that-
the question.
That ended up happening to me. I don't know if the video's all that good, but like it happened to me where it's
Well,
just like
to you,
I upload this big ass stream highlights of my Dinotism game, and apparently I just like cooked with the thumbnail and the title because that video has like 500,000 views now or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Damn,
and like that can totally
Damn.
happen, but like how many of those views came directly from the people who love your TF2 stuff versus
Almost
the Discover
none.
page? Exactly. And I think a lot of people, well, number one, a lot of people just don't understand what makes a good video. I'm gonna be completely real. They think
No,
they
they
can just
don't.
do whatever they
Yeah.
want because their subscriber number's high, which you can't. Like you actually
really
can't.
can't.
Yeah, you need to like,
Um,
pretend you're
but-
a small channel.
Take it from us.
But
We have lots of
yeah,
subscribers and you don't.
Yeah,
Yep,
you're
and
a
yeah,
you'll
I
never
know.
be as
We
good
know
as
everything.
Snapchat.
And
You
you're
should know
so
You
your
fucking
place.
peons.
Know your place,
There's
which is
little
nothing
below
but an
us.
ant beneath my boot, and I will crush you because you are beneath me. You are a pawn
you
in
may
my game.
eventually be as good as I am now, but by
Yep.
then I will have far
Nah,
surpassed
that's
you.
being generous. Maybe you
By then, I will have
Like
molested
your
so
wig.
many children.
Okay, well I'm waiting
Oh,
for a
wait,
million.
whoa.
'Cause
Whoa.
Oh, yeah,
I want to
What?
get a Sunny V2 video made on me, and he won't do that if I'm under a million.
You
So
will not believe what Great Blue said about Sneeko.
anyway,
Sunny
you still uploaded?
probably,
I
hopefully
don't
not.
care.
I bet he like turned into like AI slop. I bet just like Chat GPT.
You will
generated
not
scripts. He was
believe
only, like,
what
1
Moist
away from his
Critical
being
said about Sneeko.
that.
Wow, that is crazy. It's
Like
Mags.
fucking JCS, the fucking criminal psychology
Oh, yeah,
channel, where
he
they
did
just
an
look
AI
at random
video.
AI generated video.
Oh, that was weird. I remember when that happened.
Yeah, that was
I
fucking
feel bad.
disheartening.
Do you know why he did it?
No, I think he just like
No.
wanted to do it. He didn't want
No.
to pay the voice actor or something.
No, he was like getting really stressed out because he like got a bunch of attention really fast, and he's like, I need to make sure I'm getting out videos really fast, and kind of like panicked and was like, well, what's the best way I can do it quickly? Well, we can use AI, I guess. And apparently
Okay,
the
I feel
original.
That's
that
that's
video was
like
like
the
4
worst
years
thing
after he
to
blew up.
outsource, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
Also,
voice.
like,
two-year
if you're gonna
gap.
do,
I
yeah,
feel
you're
like
already
it's
fucking
kind of
outsourcing your narration to a voice actor.
Yeah, I
the
don't-
weird thing is, like, you already have the script written, basically, if you're having the
The
AI like
script would
read
be
it
the
off or whatever.
consuming part.
Well,
and the
maybe it's a
editing.
chat-
You've already
GPT
not
script.
uploaded in 2 years. I don't think there's a particularly large time rush to get this video out of
No,
the box.
Also, yeah,
No,
you
there
get
certainly
60
isn't.
million views, bro. You fucking funded your retirement already. You're fine.
Wait, no,
You
but
can
the video
chill.
that exploded was 4 years before he made that AI video. So I don't even know if he's like, I want to get videos out quick.
Have
I
you
don't
guys
know.
seen all these AI generated body cam videos where it's like the thumbnail?
Oh,
is
I see the AI generated thumbnails, and
Yes.
they're fucking hilarious.
No.
Yeah, I've
Really?
seen
I
them.
saw one that was just like a little skeleton boy. He's just like, I'm still alive. He's just like, he looks like a ghoul from Fallout.
What? Okay, I don't know if I've seen
No,
that.
that one actually that was in Missouri. I'm pretty sure last week. Like that actually just happened.
Body cam videos are a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine because I used to work retail, so I get a big kick out of seeing videos of shoplifters getting arrested because it feels like a form of vindication.
Good.
Yeah.
Fuck
Body
shoplifters.
cam videos have devolved into the most AI sloppy genre of
No
AI
fish.
YouTube ever.
What if you need to look the other way when people are stealing things that are essential to their survival, like giant flat screens
Okay.
and
And
Yeezys.
And Newport cigarettes.
Okay.
And
New-
Everyone,
Okay.
Hold on, I got
today's
one
video
I-
is sponsored by Newport
TF2 bubble.
cigarettes.
TF2 bubble, guys.
Newport cigarette
bubble.
bubble. Is it possible to escape the cigarette bubble?
Okay, wait.
Is it
Going back
possible to move
TF2
the
bubble.
camels without
Can you eat
withdrawals?
Spyro's infamous cigarette?
Wait, imagine going up to like an alcoholic and being like, "Can you escape the alcohol bubble?"
I've tried to do that to my mother for the past 10 years now. It hasn't worked.
What you gotta do is you gotta switch to a drink that's like alcohol, so your dopamine still gets a kick out of it, but it's not alcohol. So
Wow,
you're
the One
slowly-
Show invents non-alcoholic beer. Holy shit!
Can I defeat the gas station's infamous anti-theft policy?
Mickey
Now
Mouse just
that's a
comes
banger.
up to you.
Now we're talking bangers.
Unironically, it would be a hilarious video to like go in. You just keep trying to steal from the same gas station over and over, trying to see what
Like
way
every
what works
hour
the
you
best.
come in, you just keep stealing.
The gas
Going
station
with a
clerk has,
different
like, glowing
outfit or
red
like a different
eyes.
strategy.
Top
of the morning? Yeah, like-
with a cat burglar outfit, and he like tries
Different disguises.
Yeah, me with Groucho Marx glasses walking into the gas station, like shoving a bunch of Newports into my shirt really fast.
I'll have one box of cigarettes, please. You don't know me. I just blew in from town. I'm from Missouri.
What's really funny too is you could just buy the like. There's nothing against buying multiple packages of cigarettes. Like you're just being really sketchy for no reason. You're just coming in with different disguises to purchase something you could just purchase multiple of anyway.
You just go in, you go and buy one box of cigarettes, you leave, and then an hour later you go with the disguise. That's
I'll have
crazy.
one more box. I mean, one singular box of
This is the
cigarettes.
first one I've ever
one I've
got.
Sir, might I trouble you for a box of cigarettes?
That's so stupid. Then they ID you. They had to ID you, so you just give them the
Yeah.
same fucking ID.
you like
You use like a fucking whiteboard marker and draw a mustache on your
I was
ID.
gonna say you scribbled the glasses and mustache onto the ID.
That'd be such
my
a
That's
good
fucking
video.
hilarious.
That'd be so funny.
That would be so funny.
Or you give like a paper one that you printed
That
out with
sounds
like a
like,
new photo of
um,
yourself.
McLovin ID for
that sounds like
Yeah,
a video
literally.
that's I don't even remember his name, but there's like some guy that does these stupid vlogs where he just does these like deadpan pranks.
Ollie, Nathan, for you.
No, hold on. Vlog Creations, that's his name. My favorite.
Generic
Okay.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
stupid thing. I don't know what he does anymore, but I remember like back in the day, he would do like deadpan pranks. And my favorite one is when he like filled his PC with beans, like baked beans.
Oh, I remember that one.
And then hired a real repairman to come fix it. And then the repairman opens it up and like beans start pouring out of the computer. He's like, "What's wrong with it?" And he's just standing there with a blank face, like, "What do you mean?"
What do you mean?
And he's like, "The
those not-
motherboard's covered in beans." And he points to the beans. He's like, "Wait, are these the motherboards?"
No, those are beans. Those are baked beans.
He's trying to explain to him what beans are.
So those aren't supposed to be there.
Like, how can I make sure this doesn't happen again?
I remember that one. That's funny
Yeah.
as shit.
Anyway, so that's a tangent. I don't know what were we talking about.
How do you escape the bean bubble? How do you stop your computer from filling up with
TF2
beans?
bubble.
How do you escape the broccoli analogy bubble? Oh, with bean analogies, you need something similar.
See, I'm going to Chicago,
Okay, wait.
and that means I'm gonna have to see
TF2
the
is
bean.
like
Broccoli analogy was
broccoli.
good. Shut the hell up.
Imagine
It was
instead of
good.
mustard, Kendrick said broccoli.
The what? You should go meet Fish while he's in Chicago.
Broccoli.
I refuse. I refuse to drive in Chicago.
What's wrong with driving in Chicago?
Depression.
Fish, genuine advice for Chicago: avoid driving at all costs. Get an Uber, taxi, use the shuttle, whatever, man. Don't drive. Illinois drivers are the worst.
Okay, well, I live in California, and California drivers are the worst.
You think
Every
you've seen-
state's
you think
drivers
you've
are the
stared
worst.
into the abyss. You haven't seen anything.
Are
No, I've seen California drivers. They're the worst.
are Illinois drivers like the spinach of the world?
You could say that, well, but I like spinach and I also like pizza.
So
I
what
also
would
like
it be like
burgers.
the raw carrots of the world
burgers.
maybe, or like the
Black licorice.
I mean, I
Oh,
think
the
it's
black
more like
licorice.
I think it's more
Disgusting.
like the garlic of the world, where it's really good for the person eating it, but everyone that has to deal with the person eating it probably isn't having a good
Mm.
time.
I think
Are
New York
the bad
is like
drivers
the
enjoying the
peach
fact that
rings
they're
of the
bad
world.
drivers?
Probably they're just like la 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 la, working back and forth across all the lanes.
SpongeBob. It's just blissful
SpongeBob, once he
ignorance.
gets his license, la, 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 he's just blasting over
Chicago
people.
is like, I'm actually coward. Every time I go to Chicago in my friend's car and we're driving, we're literally like shell shocked because it's that bad. There's people who will just blow through stop signs and like red lights, and they'll like
Yep.
get mad at you when you because you have the
How
right
dare
of-
you be on the other end of the stop sign, preventing me from blowing through it safely?
Ugh.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like California drivers, actually.
Every state's drivers are like that. It's just urban drivers in general.
Mm.
Literally,
Blind
the
right now.
indeed.
years we call them fibs. We call them fucking Illinois bastards because they're so bad at driving. They come up to Wisconsin and then they make the roads hell for everyone else. Like this is
I mean-
this is an established science.
So hold on, what's like the rate of drunk drivers in Wisconsin? Like, I don't know if it's them necessarily that's doing
the
that.
thing. We're all driving drunk and we still somehow drive better.
What do Illinois people have to come to Wisconsin for? No offense to your fucking state and all of
Cheese.
its cheese.
There's,
Yeah,
if
wow,
there's any
holy.
nutters from Chicago, please type in the comment
Oh no.
because you are guaranteed to agree with me because you have to live with that. Also,
Weapon reskins.
You don't have to
Weapon reskins.
just stay off the streets.
Just leave the TF2 bubble. Speaking
Yeah,
of which,
leave
guys,
the Chicago bubble.
Chicago bubble.
I personally think that there's so many examples of TF2 creators breaking out of the TF2 bubble. I don't think like you need to like think of it as a permanent decision. Like look at Octo, for example. His most popular videos are not TF2.
They're
Yeah,
like
but
the
he doesn't
VR
upload
sword fight
anymore.
ones, right?
Yeah.
So
Like, and then he just kept making TF2 videos anyway because he wanted to. Like, if you want to make
And
a
then he
freaking
stopped
variety
uploading,
video
so
and you
he
think it's good,
succumbed to the curse.
well, he died.
The curse.
He died.
He died. He
in
tripped
real
us.
life.
He tripped on a
Curse
sidewalk and
of
hit his head.
Ra.
on
Rest in
concrete.
peace. Rest in peace. But I think if you guys want to make like variety videos, I think that you should go for it, and I think you should give it your all. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and then you could just like fucking
Weaponry.
I don't know, like, just
That's my plan.
That's the only option.
eat some broccoli.
Make one variety video that has nothing to do with your main channel. Make it a live commentary about a game no one plays, and if it doesn't do well, just weapon reskin instantly.
That's the lesson that you've learned today, guys. I hope you guys learned
do
the
it
lesson.
about some obscure JRPG that doesn't have an official English translation.
And do a let's play too, so people have to watch parts 1 through 60. And then
Yeah.
if that doesn't
Yeah,
do
10
well,
10-minute
it's
videos.
over for you.
I mean,
Your
Sugar
entire
Conroy
life
makes
is ruined
Let's
at that
Plays,
point.
and he's popular, so you could be like Sugar
can
Conroy,
be-
guys.
you
Yeah,
can
but
be
that's-
also he like
Grump.
sent juice to a girl or something. So
Can you? Well, it was something about stinky feet. I don't remember what the
He likes
Big
his
and
stinky
stinky.
feet.
if I sent
Your
you a
big
pair of
stinkies,
Nikes in
that's
the mail,
right.
would you send me pictures of you wearing them on your big stinky
Can you
feet?
beat TF2 Bubbles' infamous anti-piracy?
See, it's that easy.
Cannot be the
Anything has
episode
an
title.
anti-piracy now that's infamous that everyone knows about.
That sounds like one of those AI generated YouTube
Although-
ideas that they give you. Like,
Yeah, the
hold on.
inspiration
Let,
tab.
us see what. Yeah, it's from the inspiration tab. What does my inspiration tab tell me to make?
I have
What
not
is
I like
what will
Bad
break
Weapon
me out of the
Academy.
TF2 bubble?
Bad Weapon Academy, the sniper rifle.
Wait, so how do you hold
definitely.
on? How do you pirate TF2? It's a free game.
I don't know.
I just checked my inspiration tab, and it is literally just TF2 Bad Weapon Academy, the flamethrower in parentheses, but make it funny.
Damn, throwing shade.
Whoa.
You guys want to hear
My
my
inspiration tab is just like, here's your content if it was good.
Make it funny. You just saved the
Make it
world.
fun.
That's so funny. What if it just like it like suggests the videos that you've already uploaded word for word, just copying
It's
the
done
title
that
and then in
before.
parentheses, but make it funny.
I've seen that.
But do it
All
not
of these
shit this
AI
time.
generated thumbnails are literally just Bad Weapon Academy thumbnails. They're literally aping your style.
Yeah, same.
I know.
Same.
Dude, you literally invented the TF2 meta. The AI is caught on.
That's scary.
Well, I want to see what my
You
inspiration tab
literally
is.
min-max TF2 content with Bad Weapon Academy.
Weapon thumbnail, colorful background, boom, done, easy.
Done.
Wait,
Easy.
mine's a fucking weapon review too.
No way. What is it? What is it? What is
Only
it?
type of TF2 content.
Wait, it's literally weapon colorful. Fucking what the hell? I've never been a weapon review.
Show me. I have to see
Oh my,
this.
that's just a Bad Weapon Academy thumbnail,
That's
man.
the
They
same
literally are
one.
aping your thumbnails.
I got 30 Days Medic too. Oh, that's awesome.
No way.
You guys ever hear this? You guys ever hear 30 Days Medic?
Oh, but
Right.
maybe
No
not shit
way.
this time. Okay.
Weapon reskin. Wait, how do you see? Editor.
Go
Uh,
see
get
content
another
Okay, yeah,
one.
cut that one out. Cut that one out.
Editor,
Like,
you got another one.
Uh,
Yeah, I've
I
never
am not-
looked at this.
once because I don't want to indulge AI slop any more than I already have to by going on
Mm-mm.
Twitter.
but like this is
TF2.
every time I look at this, it's so fucking funny that like this is what.
It's literally just Bad Weapon Academy thumbnails.
It's
Dude,
just
please tell
Bad
me you have a
Weapon
Bad Weapon Academy.
What the fuck kind of abominations are these? Hello?
Okay, hold on. This is fucking hilarious.
Dude, all of the
Have you
why are
seen-
all of the like thumbnails covered in rainbow paint? What happened?
Hold on. This
We're
one's my new
Vanoss gaming.
favorite. Game. Unexpectedly good weapons. Game.
I also got a TF2, but if you lose, you get banned from the server. I think we should do that for the next MG edit. You get one round, then whoever
You get
loses gets
banned.
banned, and the video's
That's how
over.
you can like clout farm off of so many YouTubers.
True.
You just get like a new YouTuber in every single round. You can just clout farm off them. Say like featuring Lazy Purple, and then he's in for 2 seconds.
Yeah, and I
then he
have
gets
to
banned.
make the thumbnail an
True.
explosion of like weapons as imagined by a dementia patient.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but isn't it absurdly hilarious how all of the AI generated videos are just make Bad Weapon Academy, bro? It's
Just
dead.
Yeah,
Just
Fish already
make-
kind of solved the formulas. I don't think the TF2 bubble's real. I
This
think the
is what
Bad
we're
Weapon Academy
saying.
bubble's
It's
real.
It's
been
just
saying.
trained
Yeah.
off of Fish's channel.
What? That's so fucking weird.
Wait, Tyler,
I don't
can
like
you
that
go to
at
your tab
all.
and-
Mine
See, if I
mine is the
refresh,
same
you give me
shit.
ones.
Mine is the
Oh my
same
God, it
Listen,
does.
thing.
Sixties in chat, we could sue YouTube, man. They're aping you.
Hold
This
on,
is
let
like-
me
They're
go back to
aping
it
you.
and see.
They're stealing my perfect thumbnail formula
They came
Have
up
a TF2 weapon in the
Ooh.
center with fucking colors in the background. How
with
dare
colors.
they?
If you're using colors and your weapon isn't grayscale, you're stealing from fish.
I'm trademarking that now.
I got a suggestion how the new TF2 update changes the meta. And I
Ooh,
would
the
certainly
unmuted
do that
free to play.
whenever I
The one where
can.
they ruined the game by unmuting free to play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If only they
exactly.
knew.
The meta is ruined because now there's more competition for our team's medic because they can actually
Do the
hear
same
the
fucking
cries of
thing
the
on
poor.
mine too. Of course.
Dude, what is happening?
We just found the fucking deepest rabbit hole ever. What is this?
What is this, man?
I want every-
TF2's most OP weapon you've never heard of, and it's whatever. the
Okay, I
fuck
want
this
any
is.
TF2 YouTuber watching this. I want you guys to like at us.
This is how
on
you break out of
Twitter.
the bubble, by the way.
I want you to add us on Twitter, your inspiration tab, if you have shit like this. This is actually insane. We just uncovered
This is
something.
hilarious.
This is ridiculous.
You cracked the code.
We are just making Bad Weapon Academy.
Wait, so Fish, show me what the most underrated weapon I've never heard of is, because I've never heard of it, so I need to know.
Well,
Yeah,
C just posted it in VC chat.
Yeah, C,
it's
what?
the fucking. It's the
Yeah,
neon
it's the-
noodle.
It's the Tesla cannon.
The
Yeah.
neon
Wait,
pumps
you
and
guys remember
annihilator.
that bit on Twitter I did where it's like using the power of AI, I was able to generate a TF2 weapon.
Oh god.
Oh yeah,
You should
people got like
totally do
actually
this.
pissed off at you for that.
You should
What?
totally post this.
Wait, what the fuck is becoming sentient?
What do you mean?
It's catching onto us.
What?
No.
Oh god.
Holy shit.
It knows.
Wait, Korean is fake.
The AI is being like, "Hey guys,
I
hey,
could
talk
100
about this. Talk about this AI thing. That's so cool."
I could 100% see someone making a video off of that though. Like I made a new TF2 class with AI.
Heavy plays scout and it's just heavy plays. Heavy plays scout. Everyone.
I want to see if Kareem can respond too, because imagine if we could get
Oh yeah.
YouTuber's input on this.
This is insane. We just uncovered this. This is awesome.
The Bad Weapon
Ooh.
Academy's thumbnail rabbit hole.
It all goes back to Bad Weapon Academy.
I found a really good video. It's TF2, what Valve should do about free-to-play players. And it's going to be a
Hit them again.
5-second video just of me screaming, mute them! Mute them! They're poor! Get them out of here!
And after we get the free to plays muted again, we're gonna make them uncreate the 7th comic.
Yeah, we should delete the 7 comic and make it go back into the TV like Mr. Krabs.
Hashtag kill TF2.
Hashtag
he doesn't
silence
have it.
free-to-plays.
To be fair,
Well,
Kareem doesn't
no.
really make
What-
TF2 videos.
Yeah, wait.
Dude, what are these? Like,
Hold
they're all
on.
the same
What?
thing.
Dude,
that
these
means-
are crazy. They're all the same on
What
this.
that makes you hate the game the most underrated weapon to live in a game.
This is insanity.
It's like weird AKs with just some random crap attached to them.
It's just a Fortnite
They look like
weapon, bro.
Fortnite weapons.
It's just Fortnite.
This is insane. Like, how?
I love the second
These are
one
all
that's
just
like the
SpongeBob
heavy and
TF2
engineering.
videos. The weapon that
Hi, guys.
needs a nerf.
Hi, everyone.
It's just like a normal weapon.
You literally cracked the TF2 code, like the. you
The
solved
TF2
the
bubble
meta.
will never be broken with this type of shit, man.
Oh
I was
my
going to say,
God.
why leave the
Why would
TF2
you
bubble? There's
ever
infinite
want to?
content right
Exactly.
here.
Why would you ever want to leave? I'm gonna make a TF2 video.
I mean, maybe the AI is trying to make some kind of meta commentary
Wait,
by
he has one
suggesting
too,
the
look.
only thing you can make is a weapon review.
The most underrated scout weapon, the fucking knife
Oh,
from
the knife.
Counter Strike,
The gun knife.
with a fucking
counter-
trigger on it. Why is there a trigger on the knife?
It's the gun
Actually-
knife, man.
I hate to break it to you, but that's not the most underrated TF2 weapon. This is the compact
Oh.
SMG from Fortnite.
Can we just one fucking month make a video? I'll make weapon reviews where we say the exact same script, but we just use these shitty thumbnails, and then we just spam them.
Jesus.
I'm not ruining my reputation.
Oh
by
come
making
on!
this,
It would be
bro.
hilarious. We just all say the exact same thing. Like this item was
What if
released in the
TF2 had
2025.
voice chat in 2007? It fucking did. What do you mean?
It did.
What if free to plays were muted?
Hold on, I need more ideas for the most underrated weapon. I need ideas of what that could be.
The history of TF2's free to play community. Everything was great, and then they got unmuted.
And then we had to talk to him.
These stupid fucking free to plays.
Just crashing out on the fact that someone's able to say hi in a game is so funny.
These goddamn free
The
to
game went to
plays.
shit when they started calling for medics because they're taking heals away from me.
These motherfucking free to plays ruin my entire goddamn game.
Yeah, we're taking the high tour MVM pill, I think. Okay, we need to stop. We could actually
Jesus
literally sit here and do this forever.
Yeah, this will go.
It's awesome.
I got another Battlefield Academy thumbnail, but they progressively just get more neon vomit as
Oh
they go.
god.
What is happening?
There's like lightning and explosions and plasma.
What the
It literally
fuck
looks
is
like
this?
Fragpunk. Have you guys seen this game?
How to play?
It
Wait,
just
I
it
got
looks like
the
it's like a
Grouch
mad.
thumbnail. I got the fucking Grouch thumbnail.
It is the Grouch thumbnail. Oh my
Except
god.
with
you're
heavy
right.
or something?
I don't know.
Who's that?
So,
I don't know.
so I hope you understand. Like, we're just adding a lot of editing for Zenith by uploading these images. Okay. Anyway,
It's really funny.
Unless he just
Anyway.
cuts
It
all
is
of it
really
out
funny,
easy.
though.
No, it's
back
gonna
to
be
the
schizo.
back to the TF2 bubble. It's really funny to be fair. But back to the TF2 bubble. What have we like not talked about? I think we kind of covered everything. Basically, if you can't leave the bubble, your videos are just bad, and
You
that's
should
it.
think about being better.
You need to
at it.
Well,
find
I
a way
think
to
with-
successfully transition into making something else.
Take
Also,
what works
with the
currently your
graph-
TF2
with the
content and
graph-
apply it to other games is really the
With
crux
the
of it.
graph that Blue sent, I think there's two exceptions. The first one, the negative exception, being if your content is like shit and you just kind of get views because you've been doing it for so long, no matter what you do, unless you like actually change your content, it's going to just fail. And then the opposite exception is that if you have like a personality that just transcends your videos, like someone like Jerma, for example, who was like a complete, you're not watching him for TFT, you're watching him because he's fucking Jerma. And then he starts doing other stuff. It's like he's
I'm
massively successful.
Gonna
just
be
doing something
real.
else.
I don't think personality matters nearly as much as people assume it does anymore. I think you have to have good video ideas
don't know,
in order to build
man.
momentum.
Yeah, I think
I
you're
think-
only
I
as
think
good
it's
as your ideas
both.
are at this point with YouTube.
Like you can
I-
get to a point where you're too big to fail. I'm not gonna say that you can't, but I think the personality is more for streamers now. If you're uploading to YouTube and you don't have a big streaming following that people are coming from,
I don't
the ideas
entirely
are
agree
what
with
carry.
that.
I think the personality helps for sure, but like even the people that I really, really like, if they're making boring videos, I'm never even going to click on the videos in the first place.
Well,
So-
even when it comes to like
I
Jerma, it
agree
took
to
him
ex-
years to get to that
Dude,
point.
is it
Years
fucking
after
listening to
TF2.
us?
What happened?
Are you
What?
looking at AI, the unmuting?
No! No!
Stop it!
Make it go back! Make
Yeah.
it go back!
But when it comes to
What?
when it comes to Jerma, I remember like he wasn't like ever a small streamer, but he was like pretty mid-sized for a really, really, really long time. And I think it was only like 2020 when he started to really become like one of the biggest names. So that was literally like fucking what, 5 years after he stopped making TF2 videos.
Something
It was
like that.
it was a pretty big gap. Oh, that's
Um,
another thing we could talk about because we've kind of covered everything with a bubble. This is
Broccoli.
I don't know like what point I'm gonna make, but this is an interesting thing that I've seen a lot, and I would like to hear thoughts from other people that have a clear bias.
Mustard.
Sorry, I forgot. There's like 5 seconds of non-stimulus happening. Zenith has to say words that mean nothing.
My name Jeff.
Yeah.
So
Go on.
a lot of people reference like, oh man, Jerma and Star was the good old days. I wish content could go back to that. Like, do ya? Do you though? I don't think you do.
I don't know. I was
I
rewatching.
think
think
you just
that
miss being a
for-
teenager.
I think that for live commentary, like the German Star stuff was like really good, especially when they were together. But like it was just Star talking about like, oh hey, the new update came out. Here's the Beggar's Bazooka. Then it's just like that's not the most interesting, really. But like you the fucking like I recently rewatched an old German Star video. It's like Bring On the Thunder, and it's like, oh, we're gonna be playing on Thunder Mountain today, and then they never play on Thunder Mountain. Then just they spawn camp on Dust Bowl with the flog, and it's like that's genuinely funny. That's a funny bit for a video.
Yeah, I
and
just
then Germa
don't-
talks about like throwing up a whole sleeve of Oreos on his mother's bed.
Like I love Jerma and Star. Don't get me wrong. Like Jerma Star is amazing, and like they're some of my favorite TF2 content. I was watching them today actually, but
Mhm.
I
I
don't
was
know.
just watching a Jerma's Mad video.
Yeah, I don't know like the discoverability on that. It must be like 0% chance to get discovered like that anymore. Like Jerma and Star
Oh,
is
yeah,
super funny, but
100%.
I'm sure there's super funny people we've never seen before that are like just as funny.
Oh, for
Hmm.
sure. Like, it's not that the content is bad necessarily, but I will put the asterisk of that where it's the dynamic of German Star is funny because the old Star videos like independently or like they're fine.
I feel like
they're a
Germa
product of
and
their
Star
time.
came from a period of YouTube where all you really needed was a personality, and I feel like
Yeah.
standards for content have risen so high.
Yeah. What I was just saying.
Post COVID, when everyone was sitting in their room editing videos.
I think you need
nonstop.
What I was
Broccoli.
just saying, you can't become a YouTuber just off of personality. You need ideas. Sorry, I didn't say broccoli with that. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to understand this
Well,
analogy? There's no vegetables.
No. I was particularly saying though, like they're old school. You know, like you just can't do what they did nowadays.
I think
I
it's
think
super
that
hard to build a
personality-
Maybe
channel.
using your keyframes.
You wouldn't
I
get
think you
popular
can.
off of that.
I think you can, but like to get
too many easier
big doing that would
keyframes.
take so much luck. Like I don't.
Hmm.
Or a lot of time too.
Not to-
I
not
think,
to
like,
stroke
you'll
our
slowly
own-
accumulate.
Not to stroke the chuck on us own dicks, but like I think that the closest thing that we have to German Star now are like Grape Blues escape rooms or like MG Edit and stuff. I think those are the closest things TF2 has right now to German Star.
No, like I can say that I have seen that sentiment expressed from like independent people that like aren't us, where they'll say like, "Oh yeah, the only real like TF2 content that I enjoy anymore is like MG Edit."
Yeah, you're so
which is like insane to no, because it's like insane to think about. I'm not saying that to like jerk myself off or whatever. Like it's cool that people enjoy it, but it's also weird to think like there really is no other like I don't know like interesting concepts for duo commentary in TF2 anymore. Like there isn't anything that even emulates German Star anymore.
Yeah, when it comes to MG Edit, like that idea is such a good idea, and then like we can like me and the What can just personality through it, but like people click on it because the idea is so good.
Yeah, like you have to lure someone in, but like you don't
I'm
see
stroking your
really
cock, that's
anything
what I'm doing
else like that
Just
in
jerking you off.
TF2. It's like the closest is what Soundsmith and his Jimmy Kimmel jokes, but
Jimmy Kimmel, sounding. We didn't even talk about sounding, guys. What do you guys think about sounding?
True.
Well, now we have.
Really a podcast?
that's
on
all
that.
right. This is season 2. We don't do
We
that
talked about
anymore.
plenty of
We talked about
circumcision.
foreskin.
We
yeah.
talk about
Yeah,
circumcision
that's
now.
true.
Shut up, Schmeg.
TF2's most disturbing weapon. It almost broke me.
The Smeg cannon.
Who's the king of TF2 bubble?
Hold on, I'm gonna
Oh
generate
my God.
another round of AI thumbnails just to see if anything sticks out. I'm addicted now.
God.
Yeah, hold on. They started
This is
pulling from
absurdly
Serium and
hilarious.
Okay, my other channel, I've been uploading like a lot of stream highlights of like me reacting to shitty AI dinosaur videos. I call them like AI sludge. And so the AI seems to think that it is literally sludge.
Oh God.
Like
you should do a series on your
just
channel
goop.
where you just look at AI generated.
To make good
Goo.
dinos.
Oh my God.
the
And I
first
love this lab-
YouTuber.
Oh, what does
I
the
love
Zenny
this
channel
last one.
have?
Can we
Ew.
fix bad dino
I
sludge
love this
with
guy. This
AI?
guy's got a funny face.
He does look pretty comical.
Man, I want to make videos about the dinosaurs that were literally made out of toxic goop.
Oh,
The
oh,
AI Dinosaur Sludge
fuck?
Hall of Fame. Brother, you are the AI Sludge.
okay, so the Zenny channel.
Unseen horror
What the
of
fuck is this
Gmod
thumbnail?
Sentai.
Oh, is it Big Chungus?
So I got.
Oh.
So I got one is Shaggy versus The Rock
Jesus.
Unravel, and then the second one is the most uncanny Jimmy Neutron I've ever seen in my life.
What? the-
Oh my
Wait,
God.
that top one is an Emp Lemon thumbnail. That's like
Downward
emblem.
spiral.
The downward spiral of Shaggy versus.
Big Chungus with Shaggy. Let's see what Chuckleness has. Oh boy.
Oh hell
Oh
yeah!
yeah.
Oh God.
I wonder if it'll copy our color scheme or if it like just knows nothing.
I don't think we've used that enough, to be fair.
I feel like we have most of our videos use it.
Oh my god! All of the best weapons in Doom Eternal rank from
Like,
worst
even
to
the
best
scout
and
in the
why.
corner,
A
we've
very
done that
popular
before.
topic with my viewers. Maybe that's because I already made that fucking video.
You're fucking kidding me.
What?
Is it Bad Weapon
I
Academy?
don't know.
It's Bad Weapon Academy.
It's Bad Weapon
It's
Academy.
Bad Weapon fucking Academy.
Oh, those are the most underrated weapons. I was confused of what they were.
Oh.
What's with the syringe, man? It's like Elsagate videos. It's slowly morphing back into Elsagate.
He's like he's like a mix between Sniper and Heavy. Look at him.
Finally,
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah, he's
Heavy.
SMG sniper. He's skinny heavy.
And he's got like a fucking handheld chain gun in his right hand.
Well,
Yeah, but it's just the barrel.
It's like the chain gun pistol.
Do we think of an ending bit to close it off with?
Mustard.
yeah. We should.
Yeah,
here's
Zenith's
what we
latest
should do.
stim. That's his fucking. That's the closer.
Oh, what about Jeff? I think Jeff should close us off.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Jeff.
Let's just fucking bin Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Hi,
No,
Jeff.
I've been checking.
He's Jeff right now.
No, I'm not.
For the ending bit of the
He's
podcast,
not
we're gonna
been.
read the entirety of Jeff the Killer. Here goes
Hell
nothing.
yeah. Wait, which version of Jeff the Killer?
Jeff the Killer.
Ah, he's so scary.
He's gonna kill us. Go to freaking sleep.
All right, guys. Podcast every week now. Hopefully, maybe.
Okay, if you liked our podcast, go
That's
fuck
not
yourself.
happening.
Fuck you if you like our podcast.
Yeah, this is the
Fuck
only
those
podcast
fans.
we're ever doing.
Fuck you. I hate you. Make sure to
What's up,
subscribe,
everybody?
guys, to the Chug Notes
Okay, I did too.
podcast.
Also, buy our merch.
Buy your merch and then go fuck
And
yourself.
follow our
Buy
Twitter. We
Newports.
post bangers.
We
Okay.
do.
Okay, bye, guys.